everybody, welcome back. It's good old Wednesday, so you know what that means. Here we are. We're back with Exile election, and we're going to be going ahead and taking care of this. I'm a little bit worried about the audio being a little loud, so I'm going to bump it down a bit, I think. Hopefully that's good to go. Hopefully. Alright, so we left off, we just got the little cards with the info on them. And we just slapped, or I guess Alice just slapped Naughty's hand away. So, alright. Pick it back up here. No, my cold is not gone. I apologize. I'll get better at some point. Oh, God, suffering. Okay. Well then. Make sure you stop by the reference room. There's lots of things that I want to explain to you. I got confused. I thought it was because my PS2 that I brought back from the States is an American PS2, so you know, X to confirm, and then this is a Japanese PS4, so circle to confirm. And saying that, the hologram of Alice disappeared. I guess she just didn't feel like explaining right here. She really wanted us to have fun. Okay. If she really wanted us to have fun, then I bet she was probably regretting making that rule. Are you gonna go right away? Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Since it seems like only one person can go and see the info at a time, I'm gonna go by myself. Are you really not gonna use Naughty's right now? Well, I never intended to turn them all over at the start anyway. It seems like you could do it whenever, so I figured that would be better. Naughty was still looking at the cards. Even though they were simply designed, there might be a chip or something inside. They were very pretty cards. They reflected the light in an almost holographic way. Like a holofoil. Well, at the very least, right now, Naughty didn't seem like she was going to try and take any more. Alright, well, why don't we head back to the hotel together? You know, like, and after that, we'll just do what we always do. Okay, got it. Go to the data room, or the data room! I love when this game gives me choices. It's great. Whoa, Kaname-kun! You came here real fast, didn't ya? How do I use it? And here you go again, just jumping right into it, huh? Come on, can't you just lay off the brakes, or lay off the gas a little, and kind of like enjoy a conversation from time to time? I mean, you're still young. I don't care about any of that. Just tell me how I'm supposed to use these. I don't have time to mess around. Oh, so you're gonna go ahead and say that. Ah, and here I was, thinking that I'd give you a special bonus prize for being so on top of it and going for it.
くだらない嘘はやめろ。
Knock it off with your pointless lies.
わかる？わかるよね。
Oh, did you find me out? I bet you did, didn't you?
だってさ、かなめくんの場合、そうでなくても優遇されてるからね。これ以上おまけなんかつけたら、他の人たちがかわいそうだよ。
Anyway, in your case, Kaname-kun, I don't have any intention of giving you anything else. I mean, if I were to give you any more of an advantage, that would really be suck for everybody else, you know?
はいはい。じゃあそこの機械の前に座って。
Alright, go ahead and sit in front of that machine right there. I don't have time to sit around here chatting with Alice. As she instructed, I went and sat in front of some sort of monitor.
それで
Alright, and?
名前を言って。
Say your name! Say your name, say your name. Oh god, giving away my age.
名前誰の
Name? Whose? See, this is one of these things where it doesn't work in English.
君の名前に決まってるじゃないか。今から君だけの設定を作るんだよ。
Your name? Duh! I mean, come on. Right now it's gonna set everything up according to you personally. I didn't really understand what she was saying, but for the time being, I followed what she said.
一条要
Ichijo Kaname.
音声を認識しました。
Okay. Voice recognition. Confirmed. Alice's face appeared on the monitor. And began speaking in an unnatural voice. Okay. Overhead, there were two small holes, blinking both. Oh, I guess blue and green, huh? Blinking blue and green. For a second, I saw owl, and I was like, wait, do we mean blue or do we mean green? And then I was like, oh, Midori is right next to it. We're fine. There was light spilling out that couldn't be said whether it was green or blue. As if to pierce my eyes, the light scanned up and down my body.
カードを挿入してください。
Please insert your card. Below the monitor, it looked as though there was an opening that would fit a card exactly. When I put the card inside, it was swallowed up without even a single sound.
これでいいのか
Is this all I have to do?
カードを確認しました。情報と交換します。
The card has been confirmed. We'll now exchange information.
カードの情報が登録されました。
Okay. The information from the card has been recorded. This game must have been really cheap to make. I like this is called the Arise system, and that has now been ruined by the fact that I've been forced to watch Love Live. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, I like that this game was obviously very cheap to make, but they do some stuff in here that like makes it kind of elevates it a little bit, so it's not just, you know, your average everyday oh god, I can't think of it. VN. It's not just art. It's not just whatever. It's kind of neat. I like that they do that extra stuff. I would like more of it, I think. You know, but I appreciate what they put in here.
いちかちゃんのカードはどうする？さっきもらってたでしょ？
And what are you gonna do with Ichika-chan's card? I mean, you took that one earlier too, didn't you?
いや まずは確認が先だ。
Nope. I need to check this out first.
そうまあいいけど
Oh. Alright. Well, do what you want.
閲覧しますか？
Will you browse? Alright. It seemed that all I had to do was answer the question that was asked of me to continue.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, so we can learn about Hime no Biyori, Hime no Biyori, or Hime no Biyori. Now you might be wondering, but what if I want to learn about Hime no Biyori? Well, bad news, because you can only learn about Hime no Biyori. Alright. Okay. After school, she's heading home. She's walking shoulder to shoulder with Michimune-kun and Yuri. Oh right, I forgot this is first person. My bad. I've already done this, but I did it like months and months ago, so I forgot a lot of it. The scene is after school. I'm heading home. I'm walking with Michimune-kun and Yuri. A little bit behind the two of them. Okay. I felt really bad about making Michimune-kun miss his volleyball club practice. But when I was looking at the two of them, it seemed like they were having fun. But is this really okay? I mean, you guys have a big game coming up, don't you? Yuri asked Michimune-kun. Don't worry about that. Okay. It's not really a big match or anything like that. So, I mean, if I miss a day or two practice, it's not really that big of a deal. Not gonna change anything. Alright, whatever you say. Yuri certainly didn't seem as if he were satisfied by that answer, and so he let out a sigh. However, when it came to things like this, okay. However, when it came to things like this, when he tried to give advice to Michimune-kun, this is usually how it turned out, so he probably should have known it was coming. At least I think so. More than that, Miori-san. Michimune-kun suddenly looked over his shoulder and continued talking. Your stalker, what kind of guy is he? Sorry. Well, I mean, you're asking me what kind of person they are, and I don't have any idea. Huh. Well, I mean, I guess it can't be helped. We've never seen him. Yuri helpfully supplied to me, as if apologizing to Michimune-kun. If it's just my imagination, I'm really sorry. Nah, I mean, if it's just your imagination, then no harm, no foul. Honestly, that would probably be better. But if it's not just your imagination, then I gotta be able to do anything that I can to make sure that I'm with you. Michimune-kun said forcefully. And I felt a little confused. I don't think it's just her imagination. I mean, at the very least, I think I've seen him too. What? You've seen him? Well, I mean, I didn't see his face or anything. About a week earlier, okay. About a week earlier, I began to feel as though someone had been watching me. At first, it was just when I was going home from school. And then, even when I was in my room, it felt as though someone was watching everything I was doing. You're about to participate in a notary game. I just thought it was my imagination. But the one who realized it was actually Yuri. I think there's someone actually really out there in the yard. I mean, they might actually have a camera? Huh. I mean, it's dark, so it's nighttime, so it's dark out. And I think I saw the reflection from the lens. What? He's coming to your house? Oh my god, that's really dangerous! Did you call the police? Well, I mean, the cop down at this police station listened to us, but... They listened to what Yudi had to say about the person he had seen. However, they wrapped it up just saying that it was all just in our imagination. Well, I mean, it's because we didn't have any proof. Okay. They didn't have any proof. All they had was Nason and Mai's word. Well, I mean, but sometimes people come up here. Oh, okay. But sometimes people come down from the mountains to look around, don't they? Man, I really wish that they would... Okay. Man, Yudi, I bet you wish they would take their jobs a little bit more seriously, huh? Just as he has gotten angry, Michiburu-kun spoke gently to... Oh, okay. For my sake, just as Michiburu-kun had spoken forcefully while getting angry on my behalf, Yuri spoke gently. Well, I mean, they only have one police station in the town, so I mean, I guess they really don't want people to be so I guess they really don't want people to hold them up. Can't be helped, you know? Alright. Even though about 10 years ago they changed our status on the map from village to town, this was still way out there in the boonies. Right behind our house there were mountains. And a really huge yard with absolutely no boundaries whatsoever. There were also wild boars that would show up sometimes. I'd never seen them, but I heard that they were around. Dude, okay, real talk, guys. Wild boars in this country are not to be fucked with. Like, you know, people don't think about it because, like, you don't think about boars really, but like, okay, they're huge, first of all, they're really fucking big, and they're very territorial, and they're fucking terrifying. And like, I've only seen one once or twice. One time I was in a car, and I saw it in Kyushu, and then another time I saw it, and I was out hiking, and my friend and I were like, and it was like really terrifying. I would probably be less upset to run into a bear in Hokkaido than running into an Inoshishi. Because wild boars are fucking, like, I don't know, man. I just find them terrifying. The bears at least will leave you alone if they know that you're coming. So, like, you know, in Hokkaido they give you those bells to ring and stuff so that, you know, you make noise and they know you're coming so you don't surprise them. And as long as they know you're there, they'll leave you alone. But the fucking Inoshishi, dude, like, eesh, these fuckers. Anyway, sorry. The police officer was a nice person. But since he was the only one who was able to watch over the town, there was only so much he could do. He just didn't have time. Alright, well, for the time being, I guess we can try and handle this ourselves. I'm sorry, Michiburu-kun. No, it's fine. I mean, this is way more important than my volleyball club. I mean, well, not so much that. It's just that, you know, I mean, It's not like I'm some sort of like really great person or anything like that just for missing practice, but Michibiru-kun Michibiru-kun answered, while slightly panicking. What? Michibiru, you admitted earlier that you were just cutting practice. And then Yuri came in and just completely cut him off and roasted him. No, you must have just, like, misheard or something. Yeah, that must be it. It wasn't really an appropriate response, but even so, I was still happy to hear it. On top of that, the fact that we were walking and discussing like this meant that the 30-minute walk back home felt much shorter. Nakadayo? Okay. So, yeah, we have that one and then we can stop watching. Stop reading.
今の
What was that just now?
それがカードの情報だよ。いくつかの段階に分かれててね。最初の1枚じゃ全部わからないようになってるんだ。
That's the information from the card. I mean, there's a bunch of them that are all around, that are all broken up. It's not the kind of thing that you can just understand everything just from looking at the first one, you know.
お前らしいやり方だな。
That certainly is a method that is in line with your personality, isn't it?
とりあえず感じはつかめた？
Anyway, did you kind of more or less figure it out?
あ、
Yeah.
よかった。今日はもうカードもないことだし、これ以上は無理みたいだけど。
Whew, I'm glad. Oh man, I mean, there's no more cards for today, so I mean, you're kind of screwed from this point on, you know?
でも、いつでも好きな時に来て楽しんでくれると用意した甲斐があるってものだね。
But you can come here whenever you'd like. So, if you want to come here and enjoy yourself, please feel free. There's a reason to come.
一つ質問がある。
I have one question.
はいはい、どうぞ。
Okay, let's hear it.
今見たのあれは事実なのか？
What I just saw, was that true?
事実と真実の違いなんて話じゃないよね。
Oh, sorry, I'm not true. Was it real? Was it real or was it true? The difference between reality and truth. That's what you're asking me, huh?
違う。あれは事実の羅列じゃなかった。誰かの。
Hold on, guys. I'm getting some weird feedback in my thing. I gotta try something real quick. How do I get this to stop doing this? Stop. I don't want audio popping. Stop the pop. Stop the pop! Come on, you were doing so well. No! Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, got it to stop. Cool. Alright. No, it's not that I want to actually figure out. Alright. No, that's not actually the value and whether or not it's true. It's who's.
誰かの記憶だよ。極めて主観的な情報と言ってもいい。
It's somebody's memory, you know? I mean, it's definitely got their own personality, or it's definitely got information about how they see things, their own personality wrapped up in there.
人の記憶を読み取った。
You have recorded people's memories?
そうだよ。
Yep.
なんでもありだな。
Seems like you could do just about anything, huh?
そういうこと。他に何か聞きたいことは？
Yep, you're right. Anything else you want to ask?
隣の機械は
What's that machine next to it?
ああ、あれはデータベースだよ。
Huh? That? Ah, that's a database.
ずいぶん大きいな。
Huh, it's really big.
ここはある意味重要な施設だからね。
Well, I mean, you know, it's a, as you might say, important feature.
重要？ここはただのテーマパークのホテルだ。
Important? But isn't this just a theme park and a hotel? Or a hotel and a theme park?
ただのというのはちょっと違うね。とりあえず見てみれば？それが何なのかはわかるかもしれないよ。
I wouldn't say it's just, but why don't you take a look at it? I mean, if you do that, I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out. Well, I was resisting what Alice was... I didn't like doing what Alice would say, but if she said it was important, then I probably should take a look. Alright. Oh, Ichijo Misa. Okay, Ichijo Misa. Female. 13 years old. Junior high school student. Data point 1. Ichijo Kaname's little sister. The two of them are childhood friends with, what's so Ichika? She's a very, I was gonna say bright, stupid waseigo. She's a very friendly girl, overflowing with, you know, life. And she is the mood maker among the group with her older brother and Ichika. She was eaten. She died being eaten by a monster prior to the election.
これは
What is this?
君たちの情報だよ。さっき見てもらった記憶とは違ってただの記録だけどね。
It's data about all you guys. I mean, it's a little bit different than the memories. This is just, you know, registration stuff that's been registered.
それのどこが重要なんだ？
And what is the importance of that?
君たちにとってとは言ってないよ。ただ僕にとっては価値のあるものとだけ言っておこうか。
I never said that it was important to you, but for me, it certainly has its value.
結局大事なことはいつもはぐらかすんだな。
And in the end, once again, you withhold something important until the absolute last minute.
それが僕だからね。
Well, I mean, that's because I'm me.
このデータベースは誰でも見られるのか？
Can anybody look at this database?
もちろん。
Of course.
ミサのデータもあったが、見られてもいいのか？
Is it okay for people to see data about Misa?
ダメに決まってるじゃないか。だいたい君の情報だって他の人には知られちゃいけないことだらけだしね。
Oh, obviously not. I mean, if they found out some sort of really important information on you, then, you know, or you can't let anybody know about important information about you.
だから見る人によって情報に制限はかけるよ。当然君が見ている他の人の情報もその時君が知り得た情報か、あるいは知られても選挙には関係しない情報だけ。
So there's limits on what people can see based on who's looking at it. I mean, obviously, you can see other people, and obviously this applies to other people's information as well. Okay. Any information that you actually learned, any information that you learn along the way, will show up there, as well as anything that has nothing to do with the elections.
好き好んで見に来るやつもいないだろうかな。
Well, there's probably not a whole lot of people who are gonna come here all the time.
そうかもね。でもデータベースについてはそれでいいんだよ。ただのおまけみたいなものだから。
That might be the case. But I mean, in terms of it being a database, that's fine. I mean, it's basically just here as an extra bonus.
わけがわからないな。なら、どうしてそんなものを用意するんだ？
I don't get this. Why are you trying to use this?
だからただのおまけだよ。これは君たちのために用意したものじゃないからね。
I told you it's just a bonus. This isn't for you guys to use.
もう少し見ていく？
You want to look a little bit more?
いや、今日はもういい。
No, I think I'm good for today.
そう？閲覧するだけならいつでもできるし、大して時間もかからないし、いつでも遊びに来てね。
Really? Alright. Well, I mean, if all you're gonna do is just read things, then you can do that whenever you want. And it doesn't really take a ton of time, so, you know, come here whenever you feel like having fun.
それではまたのご利用をお待ちしてます。
Alright then, we'll be waiting for you to come take advantage of it once more. Alright, so we can go to two places. Database where we just were. We can go talk to Asha and Kasha in the hallway.
かなめ様、ご機嫌うるわしゅうございます。
Oh my god. Hey, Kaname-sama. What a pleasure to see you.
おはようございます、かなめ様。
Good morning, Kaname-sama. I was heading toward Ichika and Nori's room. However, for some reason, the moment I set foot into the hallway, the twins appeared to greet me. And on top of that, what was this Kaname-sama business? They had been calling me that since after the election yesterday. I probably could just rush by them without saying anything, but, I mean, but I probably should pay attention to what they had to say.
おはようございます。どうしたんですか、二人とも。
Good morning. What are the two of you doing?
かなめ様とお会いしたくて朝から待っておりましたわ。
I wanted to see you so much, Kaname-sama, that I've been waiting here since the morning.
どこかへ出かけられていたのですか？それならぜひ私もお供させていただけませんか？
Did you head out somewhere today? If that's the case, then you should take me with you next time. Together? Don't make me laugh. I don't have time to be playing around with you two. Would have been much better if I'd run into someone else rather than the two of you.
いえ、いろいろとやることがあるので、お二人と一緒には行動できません。
I'm sorry, there's several things that I need to take care of, and therefore I can't have the two of you accompany me.
もうそんなことをおっしゃらずに邪魔にはなりません
Oh,
わ。
don't feel as if you have to go as far to say it. I will not get in your way.
ただおそばに置いてくださるだけで構いません。
All I want to do is be near you. I won't get in the way. Just being near me would indeed get in the way. Well, I wondered if that's what I should say. In 3 days, one of these twins were going to be erased. and then in 3 more days, the other one. No, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. These two didn't seem like the type that would team up with anyone else. But as long as both of them were here, I had a feeling that this was a dangerous path to tread.
ごめんなさい。個人的な用事ですから、一緒に行動はできません。3日後なら少しは手が空いていると思いますので、それからでしたら。
Forgive me. I am afraid that this is a rather personal matter, and therefore I cannot take anyone with me. However, I should have some free time in about 3 days, so if that's the case, then perhaps we could go then. Okay. This promise would be completely forgotten, because one of them would die, and the other one would forget. Since I didn't want to give off a bad impression, I figured that this was probably the better method. Yep, that's not bad at all. That's a red flag right there. They didn't say anything, either affirmative or negative. At this point, I couldn't really get a read on the situation, so all I could do was sit back and watch what would happen.
分かっていただけたのなら、俺はこれで失礼しますが。
Well, I mean, if we're understanding, then I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself.
わかりましたわ。
Understood.
要様のお邪魔はいたしません。それは私の本意ではありませんから。
Of course, I would never want to get in your way, Kaname-sama. That's certainly not what I desire to do.
そうですか。では。
Is that the case? Well then, excuse me. To my surprise, they obeyed what I said. They probably would show up again, but if this were the case, then as long as I could get through the next couple of days, then it would all be over. However, I did still have one large question remaining. Perhaps I should go ahead and perhaps I should head somewhere else and just ask the person themselves directly. Alice. I went back to my own hotel room and called Alice.
Hi. 何か用?
Yes, what can I do for you?
消された記憶に関して、さっき俺が言ったので、ほぼ間違いないか。
Alright, so everything that I said before about the deleted memories, that, for the most part, it wasn't incorrect, right?
そんなの君が一番よくわかってるんじゃないの? だってあれ、全部君の体験談でしょ?
Well, I mean, you should know that better than anybody, right? I mean, you're the one who actually lived through it.
リアリティがあったからこそ、彼らも信じたみたいだし。
Because it's their reality, it seems as though they believe it too. Seems as if she has no intention of answering me.
それだと、おかしな点がある。
Alright, if that's the case, then there's something very strange going on here.
急に語り始めちゃったよ。まあ、僕は優しいから聞くだけ聞いてあげるけど。
Here you go, starting to talk about something else again. Well, since I'm so nice, I guess I'll go ahead and listen to you.
そもそも、彼らにお前の記憶があること自体、 おかしいんだ。
Alright. The fact that any of them remember you at all is very strange.
聞いたら答えが返ってくると思ったら大間違いだよ。まったく若い子っていうのはわがままだね。
If you thought I was gonna answer you just because you asked, you are sorely mistaken. Kids these days, so selfish.
聞きたいことがあったら呼べばすぐに飛んでいくし、ルールに抵触しない限りにおいて何でも答えるだったな。
Funny, because I seem to remember you saying that if I wanted to ask something, you would leap at the chance, and you would tell me anything as long as it didn't go against a rule.
あ、覚えてた？そんなこと覚えてなくたっていいのに。
Oh, you remember that? Ah, you could have forgotten, but...
幸い記憶は消されないで済んでるからな。
But fortunately, I got out of this without my memory being erased.
まあ、ルールには抵触しなさそうだし、教えてあげてもいいかな。こんなこと聞いてくるのは要くんだけだろうしね。
Well, I don't think it's gonna break any rules, so I guess I can tell you. I mean, you're the only one that's gonna ask me this, so...
多分想像通りだと思うけど、僕の記憶は消さないようにしてるよ。何度も説明するのは無駄だし、面倒なだけだからね。
Well, as you can probably imagine, I went out of my way not to erase memories of me. I mean, if I had to explain everything over and over, it would be a waste of time, not to mention a pain in the ass. Also, I would murder you. I would.
でもどうやって？
But how?
説明してもどうせわからないだろうから、そこは省くよ。そもそも記憶がどうやって君の頭の中に存在してるか、君自身理解してないでしょう。
Well, even if I did explain it, I don't think you would understand anyway, so I'll just make it brief. I mean, do you even understand how your memories are stored in your brain to begin with?
感謝してよね。記憶がおかしくならないように辻褄を合わせて一人分の記憶だけ抜くのってすごく大変なんだから。
You should be grateful. I mean, making sure that you don't mess up people's memories, making sure that there's, like, consistency through all of them. Man, it's really hard to only remove a single person from everybody's memories. I didn't really want to know how they had done it. The thing that I wanted to know was more or less what this explanation was.
発言は？
And what about things they've said?
発言？
Things they've said?
その場にいないことになった人が発言した内容だよ。いや、発言だけじゃない。行動もだ。何かを話したり、何か行動を起こしたら、その後の結果が変わるだろう。
Okay. I'm talking about the things that people have said. I'm talking about things that were said by the person who's been erased. Not even just things they've said, things they've done. I mean, if they said something or did something, wouldn't that change the outcome of things that happened?
だからその辺も全て含めてだよ。辻褄を合わせるっていうのはそういうこと。
Well, I mean, as I said, obviously all of that's completely included. I told you that everything would be consistent, didn't I? Okay. Even though she continued to say it, was it really possible for her to be able to do that? To erase everything that someone might have said and done and make sure that everything stayed consistent in everyone else's memories? It's kind of nice that they're closing up this plot hole, you know? I mean, the explanation of it is a little bit, like, tiresome because of the whole VN syndrome, but, like, I like that they're addressing it, you know?
なぜそんなことができるんだ？
How are you able to do something like that?
なんでだろうね。
I wonder...
お前は一体何者なんだ？
Who the hell are you?
管理者だよ。 君たちがこの世界に適応できるように管理するもの。
I'm the supervisor. I'm the one supervising, making sure that you guys can, fight back against the world.
質問が終わりなら僕はもう帰るよ。
If that's all you wanted to ask me, can I go ahead and head back?
あ
Yeah.
じゃあ僕に聞きたいことがあったらじゃんじゃん聞いてね。呼べばすぐに飛んでいくし、僕のルールに抵触しない限りにおいて何でも答えるから。
Alright then. If there's something you want to ask me, then go ahead and ask. Once you call for me, I'll make sure I leap forward, and anything that doesn't go against the rules, I'll go ahead and tell you. The strange feeling that was so close to fear that I had felt right after the election had ended began to well up within me. Supervise. And on top of that, fight back. There's got to be a lot of truths that are being completely hidden from me, more than I had ever imagined. And among all of that, what would I be able to do? Can't think about that now. I don't have time. Right now, right now what I need to focus on, what I need to do, is just get my revenge. I should look for someone else. Aight! So, we're actually back. We have actual, stuff to do. Places to go. As always, you can go back to the data room, if you want to. But I'm gonna go ahead here. Maybe I'll do a poll about where you guys want to go for next week. We'll see. Alright. So, you can either go to the maze, where there is Miori and Michimude. Go to the teacups, that's where Yuri is. Or you could go to the hallway, and that's where Izuki is. So, like I said, I might ask you guys if you want to leave a comment, or if you want to, I don't know, I might do a straw poll on my Tumblr or something. See what you guys want to do. We can do all of these. We just gotta choose what order we want to do them in. The Izuki one, I have a little bit of PTSD from because I recorded it about 3 times, and none of them survived. So, it's a few months ago. I've had time to kind of heal and get a little bit of distance from it, so I'm not quite as upset as I once was, but, just a FYI. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. We're gonna save right here. Okay, yay! Alright, cool. Alright guys, thanks for joining me this week, and I will see you guys next week on Wednesday. Bye!